gate of happiness. שמחה המידה הזאת באה לאדם מחמר רוב שלווה בליבו, בלי פגע רע. So how do you become happy? Is the enjoyment of tranquility. Whenever you have everything that you need and you don't feel you're missing anything, it's a joy. That's why people think what's happiness is wealth. Because when you have wealth, so you have everything you need. When you have everything, you'll be happy. So the sages say, but who's really wealthy? Sameach becharko. So you have to be happy with what you have. So I understand. So you have to have what you need to be happy, or you're happy before you have what you need. So the sages tell us, you try to get as much as you can, but once everything's said and done, you tried, you have to be happy with what you have, no matter what. And how do you realize is you'll be happy with what you have? People think it's a city. There's a city I have to get to in order to be happy. It's a state. It's a state of mind. Now, don't look for the city. Look for the state of mind. Okay, fine. ואדם משיג תאוותו, לא יראה לו דבר מעציב אותו, בזה יהיה שמח תדיר. A person who gets his desire all the time, and he's never nothing stops him, nothing saddens him, he will always be happy. People think that when you're dealing with other people, you have to change other people to make them feel comfortable with you. But really, you have to change yourself. You have to not let other people bother you. Hashem didn't say, come and change everybody around you. The Torah says, make sure that you're always happy, right? יאורו פניו וזיבו מבהיג בגופו בריא, ואין זקנה ממהרת לבוא עליו. Person who is happy, they say you age slower. Yeah, you always be shining, your body will be healthy, and old age will not come upon you fast. As it says, Lev sameach yitiv geha. Mishlei says, a happy heart is as healing as medicine. So you go and you make a guy happy, you brought him back to life, you brought him alive. It says that Eliyahu Navi was in Namshuk, like Marasech Brachot. He says two people, he told them, these two guys, they go into Olam Haba. He says, why? He says, they make people happy. Why? Because you give life to somebody when you make somebody happy. You brought him back to life, so therefore you deserve Olam Haba. However, happiness, min hasimcha yavos chok la'adam. Laughter, happiness produces laughter. And a person should think, you should say, no, laughter is not good because it's because it's going to lead to lightheadedness, and you're not going to take life seriously. Everything is a joke. Everything's laughing. It's not good. So maybe you'll say that. Like the pasuk says, it says like the crackling of thorns under a pot, so is the laughter of a fool. You know, when you put new wood and the orchot, under the orchot, make all these cracks, right? The wood cracks. He says that's like the cracking of the wood is the cracking of the fool. He says you should know that all depends if it's the appropriate time or the inappropriate time. It's inappropriate. He says if you're learning musar and you're trying to be serious and you go and you laugh, over there it shows the lack of yirat shamayim. It shows that you're not holding, you're not able to concentrate in Hashem's fear of Hashem. He says, imagine people go to a business meeting, they would never laugh, they would never make a joke over there, right? In the middle of gambling, right? God forbid a guy gambles, it's the sort that gamble. So he's gambling, I need to focus, I need to make the right decision, right? But when a person's learning shiur, a person's learning Torah, how much more so? He has to not crack jokes and not take it serious. Rabbi, who went to Olam Haba, came back and stayed true? It's Skarsky. It's all fairy tales is what you're telling me. Yeah. Rabbi, we're all going again now. Rabbi, I see you there, Rabbi. Don't worry, I see you there. Chaz v'shalom. He makes like jokes like this, like during Musar. That's very inappropriate. He's a litzan. He's a clown. Such a person doesn't have yirat shamayim. So therefore, sometimes you have kids. The kids is immature. When you sit in a class, you're teaching them serious, and you see two kids like this, laughing together, right? They look at each other, they can't stop laughing. It's a sign of lack of seriousness. It's a sign of laughter that's not good. However, right? However, if a person is happy in the right time, when is he supposed to be happy at the right time? Then it's appropriate. Right? When is he be happy? You're supposed to be happy when you're doing service of Hashem. and you're supposed to be making other people happy. And there's supposed to be a time where a person has a simha, he finished a siyum, all these things. Of course, over there you have to be happy. You have to laugh, and you have to dance, and you have to make a big taradan. But a person has to know it's all about balance. So he's going to continue about the evils connected with happiness and laughter. For example, people laugh when the enemy falls. You're not supposed to laugh when your enemy falls. It says even about Misraim. Why we don't say Hallel in the time of the Kriyat Yam Suf that they asked. So they say, because how could you say Hallel while my creations are dying? How could it be? But they hurt us. They did so much again. It doesn't matter. You shouldn't fall. When the enemy falls, do not rejoice. And when he stumbles, do not let your heart be glad. The Pasuk says in Mishlei. So if a person has to know, when you see other people rebelling against Hashem and they fall, you have to feel bad, because at the end of the day, he's a creation of Hashem. At the end of the day, he's Hashem's creature. And Hashem doesn't want that the Rasha should die. Hashem doesn't want the Rasha should lose and never do teshuvah. You should pray for teshuvah. What did Meir Balanes say? He told his wife, these heretics, they're bothering me. I'm going to pray that they should die. His wife says, no, don't do that. Go pray for them. They should chozer b'teshuvah. And he did. Instead of them dying, they chozer b'teshuvah. So therefore, what do we say in the tefillah, Nehonya ben Akana, when we learn? Ali kashlu chaverai v'dvar halacha v'esmach bahem. I don't want my friends to make a mistake in halacha, and I will be happy because of that. What does that mean? Sometimes a person, even in learning Torah, you could be happy. The other guy didn't become the rabbi, I became the rabbi. The other guy made a wrong halacha, I proved him wrong. You see, I'm better than you. It's a gahava, it's the Yetzirah over there. You have to fight the Yetzirah to be happy. You see the other guy fall. Hazeh shalom. So therefore, a person has to make sure not to give in to these evil inclinations. And it says, there's another kind, Od simcha sok ra meod, mi shemisahek, mi shezahir b'avodat Hashem, itbarach mekayim mitzvotav. You can't make fun of people who are too religious for you, and you think they're like religious, fanatic, you're making jokes about him. So he's very religious, everything nasur, he looks like this, I can't do this, I can't do that. You make fun of him, you put him down. Hazeh shalom. He says that's a very bad laughter, and very bad way to make jokes. He says many people, not just you're ruining your friend and be stopping him from getting the hidden light of the mitzvot. He says, you're making halul Hashem. Because now for that guy, he's going to say, you know what, maybe he's right. Maybe I shouldn't be doing all this thing. Maybe I am crazy, Hazeh shalom. And you can make him go off of there, Hazeh shalom. And then the last one is when a person uses simha for the wrong thing, which is evil desires. Here's number one, we're going to talk about this next time, is the confusing joy of, he says, mishtakrim smehim bebet mishteh. So those people who go and they have parties just for a party. They go and make drinking and partying for why? Is it siyum? No, it's no siyum. Is Sudat Mitzvah? It's no Sudat Mitzvah. So why? Why not? Sof Shavua, it's Thursday night, let's go shish kebab, let's go bring alcohol, yalla, no. Ma shetita yom klum, you didn't drink nothing, no, what happened to you? You a little kid, come on, we gotta finish, we gotta drink, drink. They drunk, they come home like sheep. Like this, why? Kacha, stam, why not? Enjoy life. Why shouldn't you enjoy life? If you go to the restaurant, what's the occasion? Nothing. It's a new restaurant. I want to try. We go to Reserve Cut. We bought the biggest steak possible. We got the nicest wine possible. We got the bill $600. Why? Kacha, why not? Enjoy. Why? Life is to enjoy, no? So we're going to learn that not always is that the case. It's not so simple to do that. It can actually bring you far from Hashem. We see the Ben Soreh Moreh. What happened? You kill him. But what did he do? He stole to feed his desire of meat and wine. And we learn from there, a person who gets addicted to these things, drinking and having always fancy meat, fancy restaurant all the time, you get hooked on it. You become what the Ramban says, Naval B'Shut Torah. You become a person who, I keep the mitzvot, I keep Torah, but what's my main attention? My main attention is only desires, gashmiut, and you become Naval. Naval is a person far from Hashem. even though you're fulfilling the mitzvot, Chas v'shalom. So therefore, a person has to use the property of laughter and joy in the right place, the right time. Baruch Adonai Olam.